Hey, it's James Roundtree back again for another review for Nick's Cool Stuff. Link always below the video. It's an excellent website, so go out there. This time I'm going to be reviewing Aliens, natural progression from Alien as its sequel. Again, there's probably going to be quite a lot of spoilers if my past review's anything to go by. So if you haven't seen it, you might want to give this one a miss. And it's going to be more of a podcast. I'm going to try and put some more pictures in this one because the last one was just a poster, so it's probably a little bit boring. You just don't want to hear me talking all the time. So yeah, sit back and enjoy. First of all, the most obvious thing to go into is the plot, obviously. It's completely different to Alien. If you're going into this thinking it's going to be another thriller, you're going to be disappointed because Aliens are completely different films. You've got Aliens, a tense, close corridor, horror-y thriller type of film, and then you've got Aliens, which is more of an action film. As you can see by the trailer, which I've posted on the blog, the guy at the end even promises that it's going to blow you through the back wall of the theatre. So compared to Alien, which was all somber and affair, you've got a promise of being blown away by the action. So they're pretty different films. The plot is also completely different in nature. You have Ripley from the end of the first one gets picked up by US Marines, and she's told that she's actually been in stasis for 50 years. It's a long time has passed since the incident, and she gets fired by the company, which is now known as Weyland-Yutani, for blowing up the oil reserve, which lost them a lot of money. And she has to work as a dock worker. But what she finds out is that the company, silly people that they are, have decided to inhabit the planet where they found the alien eggs. Obviously, this means bad news. Free food for the aliens, obviously. And that they lost contact, so no guesses as to what's going on there. They want her to guide a team back to the planet because she's encountered the aliens before. So she agrees. And while she's down there, she gets double-crossed by a man from the company who's called Burke. He just wants to get a specimen back so they can create bioweapons. And he gets what's coming to him. He gets killed. She has to stop the main processor of the village that they've built there from going nuclear because nobody's looking after it, and pressure's just building and building. Eventually, it's going to blow. While she's doing this, she's obviously got this crack team of Marines around. Pretty much everybody gets wiped out except for her, a guy called Hicks, I think, and a little girl she finds there called Newt, who I actually don't like. I think she's just a spare wheel. She's just another screaming kid who gets in the way, really. They try to stop the plant going nuclear, but in the process, Newt gets captured by an alien. And this is the really good twist of the movie. Ripley goes in to save her and finds out that the nuclear dome area has been turned into an extension of the hive because they obviously been going through the hive. And she bumps into an alien queen, which is this really, really, really huge, big, evil, horrible looking alien with like a really big dome, who's captured Newt, and this is the one that produces all the eggs. So she gets Newt and escapes, and the whole place goes nuclear. And she escapes with Hicks, Bishop, who's an android who's on the mission, and Newt, and they land back on their carrier in space to have another surprise, much like the alien got back into the escape pod from the first film. The alien queen got onto their carrier ship and rips Bishop in two. Newt runs away. Ripley gets in this massive dock loader. It's quite famous. I'll include a picture. And she has this huge fight with the Queen, and it's pretty cool because you got a big clumpy robot taking out this huge evil alien. And they have this huge fight, which ends in the Queen getting knocked into an airlock and flushed out. And the film ends with Hicks, Ripley, Newton, Bishop all going back into deep sleep on the big marine mothership, and that's how it ends. So as you can tell, it is completely different to Aliens. It's just all out carnage. You got machine guns, shotguns going off everywhere. There's actually more than one alien in this one. You got the alien queen. It's completely different, and you can almost tell how James Cameron, who's the director, how his style overflows from, or maybe goes into, I can't remember which comes first, but it's very similar in style to Terminator, how it's all dark and gritty, and the way the action's carried out is all very, very similar. As I did with the last one, it's more of a DVD review with the quadrilogy. It's, yeah, again, can't be faulted for special features. You've just got tons and tons and tons of special features. In terms of the film, as I said before, it's my personal favourite out of all the Aliens, just for the action. It's just an excellent story. Very well acted on all parts apart from Newt, as I said, because she's just pointless. Does actually give Ripley some sort of emotional attachment, because as you see in the director's cut, which I strongly suggest you get the quadrilogy for because it adds some crucial plot points, Ripley had a daughter who died when she was floating around in space, and Newt is her emotional attachment to her daughters, like the daughter who died. She lives through her, and that's carried out very well. But obviously that skipped out in the original cut, so definitely try and get the director's cut version. The acting's solid, yeah. Special effects, very, very good. Like you've got the bit where they're getting wiped out in the plant, which is very well done. You get the alien sticks its head in, you guys eat this, and blows the alien's head off. Acid goes everywhere. It's fantastic. And you've got the actual processor plant itself. The only dodgy bit in the movie is the bit where the dropship's flying into the nuclear processing plant, because it looks like a model. It's just not very good. But then again, on the other hand, like Alien, I guess the effects were good for the time. I mean, the nuclear explosion is obviously hand-drawn, but it fits in with the style of the movie, so, you know, it's pretty acceptable. And the bit at the end where Bishop gets ripped in half, I still don't know how they did that, even though I watched all the special features. It's just very well done. Again, I can't really say that the film lended itself to sequel, because again, I think Cameron was just expecting it to float off into space, but by this time I think Fox had realised that they had a franchise on their hands, so they probably were thinking of doing Alien 3 anyway, but more on that when I get to Alien 3. Favourite bit in the film has to be the whole bit where they're holed up in the command center, and in the director's cut they have the guns outside, and then they come through the ceiling and they have this huge standoff. It's great. Acid everywhere, and then Vasquez blows herself up in the air conditioning with Gorman. It's really good. Most disappointing part, probably the bits with Newt, just because it slows the film right down. I mean, it's meant to be an action film, and it just gets bogged down in emotional stuff. The aliens themselves are excellent, very, very good. The face huggers, very good when it's going across the floor mechanical. Probably the best face huggers in the series. It's just very, very well made. It oozes quality. So overall, I give the special features 10 out of 10 because they can't be faulted. Film 9 or 10 out of 10 because, as I said, it's my favourite and the action just leaps off the screen. And just overall an excellent film. So visit Nick's Cool Stuff for more reviews like this, and see you guys later.